Hello everyone, and welcome back to another pick a card reading. This one is this person the one? So deck number one is the Mermaid deck, and it is Serpentine. Deck number two is the Light Seers Tarot, and a beautiful fluorite. And the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot, with one of the most beautiful quartz crystals. Now, since I am a medium, I am going to start allowing deceased family members, friends, anybody who wants to come through to say a message for each one of these. It could be in the middle, at the beginning, at the end, or none at all. I want to utilize this platform to help people with questions that can be answered through the tarot, and excuse me, any people that want to come through to communicate in the highest and best for everyone. And of course, all messages may not resonate with you, which is what it is. If you don't like the idea of spirit coming through in any of these readings, possibly, maybe I am not the reader for you, but let's carry on. So 1, 2, and 3. Go ahead and pick your deck. I'll have the timestamps for 2 and 3. And let's get ready for number 1. This is a fun deck. Mermaid deck. Excuse me. All right, is this person the one? And I am seeing an older, round and robust man. Not a whole lot of hair on his head, a white gentleman. He says he's proud of you, baby. And he doesn't want you to let anybody or anything get in your way. Because right now, I think you asking this question, is this person the one? It's kind of making you feel off center. So let's carry on. Is this the one? Okay. Let's see. This is the first time I've used this setup, so I'm going to do it this way. See how it flows. Let's see. I don't do reverse because I mostly read the energies. You got Knight of Swords, Four of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. You've got the Hanged Man. And if you want somebody to sugarcoat a reading, I'm definitely not the one. I'm all about spiritual growth and healing. And, why we're here is to do that. Got the Two of Pentacles. This is such a beautiful deck. I love the imagery. We'll pull out any clarifying cards that we feel like we need to do. All right. Let me see what the energy is. So the top row, I consider you. The second row, them. And then the third one is the storyline. Now I'm getting that you have been presenting yourself as the Queen of Swords. a sharp individual who is very strong and in control. And you felt like you really needed to go within and do some resting and healing. And with, interesting, because you've got the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So it's kind of like the two different aspects of you, the Queen and the Knight. And that you needed to do some kind of, oh, I see what it is. You're transitioning from the Knight of Swords, by going within and coming out, as that strong, capable individual. With this, of course, it can be, like the Ice Queen, right? But on the inside, that person is, very kind, controlled, but kind and feeling. Now, the person in question has some indecision. Has some indecision about the situation. They're also dealing with another situation outside of you, and it's making it, I'm hearing, almost virtually impossible for you guys, it seems, to be together. That's just what it seems. Now with this card, the Hierophant, of course this means commitment, both spiritually and physically. A higher level of commitment. And I take each one of these decks as their own interpretations, and this one is, of a person doing lots of research and study. So this person is trying to diligently work through the situation that they're in, researching it, figuring it out, trying to figure out how to get to approach you. Excuse me. And they're trying to juggle with the Two of Pentacles. They're really trying to juggle all this. And they know that you're not feeling like you get the time you need with them. And that's why you're questioning this connection. But they are desperately trying to balance. And with this storyline, you're both working really hard. It's like you're coming out of almost, from the picture of this, it's like a tower moment. Where it's, the volcano is erupting, but you're trying to harness the energy, that is coming out of this explosion. So you guys aren't trying to waste anything. Seems like both of you are working really hard to go, okay, we need to work. This person that you're thinking about really has to work through a situation. Could possibly have something to do with children, or they could be in a marriage or some kind of committed situation. And they realize that it's not what they want anymore, and they have to figure out how to get balance. And with this Eight of Wands, and now you have the Queen of Wands. And look how she's flowing that. She's got perfect control over this volatile situation. Complete and utter control. She's balanced, she's abundant. She's got it all. And then there might be some unspoken words between the two of you. I don't get that there's any deception. I think that this person is being very straightforward. Like, hey, this is the situation that I'm in. Just, almost like puking it all out. Like, here it is. If you don't like it, I'll clean it up and I'll leave. Because nobody wants to present their baggage. Oh, hey, look, I'm in love with you, but here's my baggage. But, You'd rather know what you're getting yourself into, right? So in this case, I think the moon card is, because, you know, this mermaid, the energy that's coming out is musical notes. So she's singing her truth. That's just kind of the dark side of that person. So let's get some clarification cards on here. The Knight of Swords. Why is the Knight of Swords here? Knight of Swords. Some clarification on the Knight of Swords on this spread. Thank you. Ace of Swords. So you're coming forth with really clear communication. Okay, I get that you're singing me your full truth, and you know you're reciprocating, but it's also like it's breaking your heart a little bit with this Four of Wands, because you have to go within and go, oh God, do I really want to wait? Do I really want to do this? Let's see. The Four of Swords is coming up with a Magician. So you are cleverly going within and gathering all your resources to manifest what you so choose. Now, what is up with this Queen of Swords? Getting away from difficulty. So you're grasping your situation and what you want to do. Like, you know, this card, the spread is trying to see if he, she, or whomever it is the one. I'm not seeing clear indications at this point that this person is the one, but I'm seeing that there's great potential. Well, let's see. The Hanged Man. Why is the Hanged Man here? Because he, she, they see that there's great potential. It's the Ten of Pentacles. Great potential with you guys. The Hierophant. They want to start again, and that's exactly what we were talking about earlier. They're trying to figure out how they can make a higher commitment with you, and they're willing to start again. They want to start again. And the Queen of Swords, two Queen of Swords. So when they're trying to balance their life, it's because they want to come towards you. The Eight of Wands. Why is the Eight of Wands here? The Nine of Cups. So they definitely want to come in with an offer of love, commitment. See, a card or two has flipped. I tend to do that. Sometimes they flip on their own. Not really, it's me, but still. Let's see, the Queen of Wands. Why is the Queen of Wands here? That's the one that I first saw, but I put it back in the spread, and if it came back out, it was meant to be, and indeed, it did. So the Ace of Cups. So there's going to be lots of love communication going on. You guys, seems like you're going to be gaining control of the situation. It could take a couple of months for them to iron out some of the initial transition, and you know, there's going to be a continued communication of love, and then going, like, waiting for your ships to come in, making those plans, going, oh yep, we're going to get this. Okay, I'm going to pull one more. The Emperor. So to me, this means victory in this particular spread, because like I said, I do read the energies. And on the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. So you guys definitely have love going on here. You just have to work through this situation that you're in. And I mean, not that it has much to do with you. You have to manifest what you want. Keep going, and as long as you see that this person is making efforts and trying to better the situation, then stick with it. Thank you so much for joining me. And the message from that older man, he watches over the situation closely. He really wants you to succeed, and he's saying that he really thinks that there's opportunities out there for you for love, and this could be one of them. But so far, he's not real convinced. So like it's, same thing with what the reading was saying, that there's great potential there, but, you're staying the Queen of Swords, and your person is working through their situation. And then it'll be interesting to see with a further reading what that came up with. So thank you, gentlemen, for coming in, and we're going to switch the energies now to deck number 2. The rose quartz, the fluorite. God, I love this one. It is absolutely gorgeous. Woo, I love it. All right. So, moving on to the next. Oh, I did it again. I do that all the time. Sometimes I wonder. Half in, half out. All right, as far as, I'm not feeling any spirits as of yet coming in for you. So, the one, is this the one for you? Is this the one for you? We've got the Queen of Wands. The King of Pentacles. This is such a beautiful deck. The Eight of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. The King of Cups. Wow. Oops. Far too many cards fell out of that. Page of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Come on, cards. Let's not flip or dip it here. Okay, so someone just came in, a woman, younger, not really younger, let's see, probably around 32-ish. And what she's telling me is whomever is doing this query is actually, this person has passed or is about to pass, something like that. And you are pursuing their old mate. And you did know of each other. You were friends. And they want you to know that it's okay. They were the ones that kind of set this up. So anyway, whoever that applies to, moving on from there. Let's see, what is the storyline here? So this one is you, this one is them, and this is the storyline. So the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles, and then the Eight of Pentacles. So right now, you're very abundant. You kind of have, you're looking pretty damn good. You've got these two beautiful cards. You've got your life together. It's kind of like the Wands Queen reminds me of like the inner world. And then the King of Pentacles is the outer world. So you've got a good balance going on here. And you're very inquisitive and you're very spiritual. I'm hearing something about writing a book. You know, it could even be like just doing daily writings, but of course the pictures influence what I pick up, and that's why I get so many different decks. You're very, you go within a lot and ask lots of questions. And this person that you're dealing with, or that you're interested in, is very much not only running for their life, but running to you. They are going to make this happen. They have to go over hill and dale. They're going to do it. Because they are the King of Cups. They've got abundance of love for you. And they do go within also. So both of you are spiritual. You a little bit more so than them. Let's see. With the Page of Pentacles, it's like they're starting to go deeper within in a grounded sort of way. So that's kind of the two of you. And the storyline is you have been worrying about this connection, you know, with that woman who came through. Is this an okay thing to do? You know, who am I going to, and then for the rest of you, it's like, who am I going to hurt by making this go forward? You know, the shouldas, the couldas, the wouldas, you know, like, do I deserve, it's all of it. It's all of it. And with the Two of Pentacles, you're really trying to take it to the next level. You know, feel your feelings, making sure that you're balanced and that this is the right thing. And then here with the Strength card, I think you're going to need to have the strength to come forward, because it's not, this isn't a question if this person's the one, it's a question of how other people are going to react to it. And you're going to need to have strength about it. I don't think this person has, I think they're balanced about it. They might have some trepidation, but nothing like you do. So let's pull some clarification cards. I don't really feel like, let's see, the Queen of Wands and the King of Pentacles up top. I feel like there's no question about what that's all about. The Eight of Pentacles, what's that about? Coming through with love messages. I think that's what this contemplation looking card is going, you know, because she's staring into a candle, kind of trying to scry, you know, and he's staring into the cup that has the fish. So what you're going to be manifesting is a cup of love. The Knight of Swords seems pretty darn plain to me. King of Cups, very, you know, I don't need any clarification. The Page of Pentacles. Why is this in the spread? Because this person is still a little unsure. Like, even though at first they were coming across really solid, they are weighing their options, and it's not about, the options aren't about you. The options are not about a third party. The options are about their life. Well, there you go. The Emperor just fell out, or jumped out. He wants to come across with this. He wants to make the good life choices, and he wants you in it. There's no doubt about how he feels about you. And with this Nine of Swords, there is the walking away from difficulty. So that's what you're going to choose to do, is to walk away from difficulty. You know, which is kind of like your own inner mind torture. You know, you're doing this to yourself. You're worrying yourself. So Two of Pentacles. Why is that there? Because it has the opportunity to go to the Six of Pentacles. Prosperity, give and take. This looks good. Okay, Strength card. And this is the outcome. The Ten of Cups. Happy home, happy life. All right. This has been an awesome reading, you guys. Congratulations. Don't let you know, your own fears destroy the situation. And I don't think you're obviously going to, by the looks of the cards. So Thank you for joining me on number 2. So number 3. Let's clear this energy. These cards are almost too big. They already were pre-shuffled, just so you know. I'm not getting anybody coming in. What is... the Emperor? Is this the person for me? Is this the one? So I don't read reversals because I read energies. So this card wants to come too. So what I'm picking up right here with this card, the Five of Pentacles, is that you guys are a soulmate connection, and that there might be some work to do before you guys can get on the positive side. And just flipped. Of course, we'll go into it more when we get a little farther. All right, let me read the energies of this. And still no spirit is coming through to give any messages. See, this row is you, this is them, and this is the storyline. So you are definitely coming through as the Emperor. And you know how to manifest what you want. This is the wish fulfillment card. You're a very powerful person. Very self-controlled. And the Moon card represents to me in this spread that you feel like there's something being hidden with this person. There's like a truth that isn't being told. But I also feel like this is just a fear, a paranoia. And they're coming through as the King of Pentacles. Strong, self-assured, relaxed, confident, abundant, have all the worldly things they need, very well taken care of for themselves. But they're going through, or they've gone through something. I'm hearing it's almost like mental torture. Yeah, they lost something that was dear to them. And then how they feel about you right now is like an impoverished relationship. Because they can't see clearly because of this situation. Whatever they lost has colored the way they're viewing you. Because how I'm seeing you guys in my mind's eye is that you guys are actually the lovers. But right now they can't see past their own tortured thoughts. But this is an ending card. So this is the end of a cycle. But they're still in the midst of this ending. And so then this is how they're viewing the two of you. And you're kind of waiting for your ships to come in. You're being very patient, very diligent, because of whatever this ending was. It had nothing really to do with you. No, it had nothing to do with you. And it is a very sad situation. Can't quite grasp what it is, but maybe that's not for me to convey. But you're patiently waiting. You're like, yep, I see my ships are coming in. They're down here, right? You know, it's just not time yet. And then there's the Page of Swords. This person is very much on the defensive. Not necessarily just towards you, but like to everything. It's like whatever's happened here has really like opened them up in a way that they weren't quite prepared for, or at least on the surface they weren't prepared for. And then the Ace of Swords. So there's going to be grounded communication coming, and there's going to be a victory. Let's definitely get some clarification cards on this one. This one is interestingly complicated so far. And what I'm picking up too is this might be like even a financial devastation. That's for some of you, but some of it, most of it's undefined, like what this ending is, what this big hurt was. So let's get some clarification here. You being the Emperor is very clear to me, so I'm not going to get clarification on this. You saying, oh no, wish fulfillment, abundance is here. I'm going to sit down and I'm going to fold my arms because I know it's coming. I just have to be patient. And let's figure out what this Moon card is here for. Let's get some clarification on the Moon card. King of Wands. So what I'm picking up is this is an aspect of you looking at the devastation that's happening. It's like you can see with the crab coming out of the water and then these dogs howling at the moon, that it's kind of like you're viewing that person's dark night of the soul. And then they're viewing it as, you know, maybe you have something to hide because you're being so calm. And you've kind of backed off a little bit because they have. And you kind of feel like, okay, I need to give this person space. So they're viewing as this. But you're just sitting back, patiently waiting. All right, so what is this ending? What is this tragedy that happened? So this person has withdrawn a little bit. They're not open to the love that you have to offer at this moment because they're so focused on this devastation. And they feel like there's a stalemate in the situation. Interesting. But as they go along, they're going to realize that this Five of Pentacles, with you two being impoverished, is a fear that they have. But this is the Three of Pentacles. It's like you guys are building a solid foundation. It's just going to take a little bit for them to get over their situation. And that person's going to need to go within with the Four of Swords. So I can clearly tell that this Three of Wands is you waiting for your ships to come in. But let's get some clarification. Yeah. You know joy's coming in, the Three of Cups. You know it. And with this Page of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, happy home, happy life, abundance galore, Ace of Swords. So this person's going to be diligently working on their financial situation. They don't feel like they can come to you. It's like whatever happened here like really hurt their pride and their self-esteem. So they're like, okay, going back to square one. Gonna just work. Because it's like a fear of theirs. It's almost like they have this deep-seated insecurity about worthiness. And so they're trying to hide it. And then it makes them paranoid and they start thinking about all these different things about different people. So it's like a vicious cycle for them. Yeah. So it's them being shackled to their own fears. But this is the outcome. Because I asked, I didn't say it out loud, but I asked, like, what is the final outcome going to be for the two of you? And it's the Four of Wands, the commitment card. So, you know, my suggestion is, yes, this person's definitely a soulmate. They're definitely going through a rocky time. And you are very, you know, luckily right now you are in a very grounded and stable situation where you're like, no, you go ahead, you go through your drama, your situation, but I'm here for you. And I'll be sitting right over here with that, King of Wands. I was like, no, I'll be sitting right here. All right, you guys, thank you for joining me. I hope this was helpful. Please like, share, and subscribe. And once again, this is Davida from Medium of the Light. And for this last reading, I thought it was interesting that no spirits came through. But hey, that's how things roll out, huh? Thank you so much. Bye.